If you think non-kosher, the first thing that comes to your mind is probably a pig. And although a pig isn't kosher, there's many other creatures that are also not kosher. Insects actually are as, if not more, non-kosher than the pig are. So why do we pick on the lowly pig as symbolizing the idea of animals or creatures that are not kosher? Well, there's a technical reality that makes a pig not kosher. In order for an animal to be kosher, it needs to have two features. It needs to, first of all, chew the cud, which means it digests the food into one stomach, past another one that goes back into the mouth, is re-chewed, and then goes back into a second stomach before going out to waste. Cows do that, goats do that, sheep do that, and therefore all those creatures are actually kosher. Camels do it as well, but camels are missing the second feature, which is they need to have a complete split hoof. When I say complete, I mean right through. Like a cow has, a horse doesn't. It's obviously sealed and closed off. But the camel, although it has a split, it has a webbing at the bottom which helps it get around the sand, which makes it non-kosher. So although it chews the cud, it doesn't have the second feature. So those are the two features that every animal needs to have in order to be kosher. So why do we always pick on the pig as being the most non-kosher animal when there's plenty of others to choose from? Well, there's a couple of things about pigs that make us very nervous. And the first one is that pigs have one sign. Actually, the only creature, the Torah tells us, that has only one sign, being that it has a split hoof, but it doesn't chew the cud. And it's actually for that reason that we don't trust the pig. Or we don't really appreciate the pig at all, because it's a hypocrite. Because on the outside, it's split hoof, which it lies out with its hooves forward and says, look at me, I'm kosher. But inside, it's not. And that is a symbol of someone who's very hypocritical. On the outside, they pretend they're kosher, but inside they're not. That's one reason. We've also had a bit of trouble with Jewish history when it comes to Jews and pigs as well. When the Syrian Greeks came in to conquer the land of Israel, Antiochus IV made a decree that this pig, this symbol of non-kosher, be brought into Jerusalem, be brought into the temple, and the Jews had to sacrifice the animal and were forced to eat it as well. So part of our history as well has quite a bad connotation with pigs. Technically speaking though, eating an insect, a bug, is actually worse, according to Jewish law, than eating a pig. But we do learn from this that if you want to be a kosher Jew, you want your insides to match your outsides. You want to be a Jew that's kosher in and out. Shabbat Shalom.